All right, CJ, your word is punk. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, CJ, you have to hit it. Like I know, I normally do it, but like you have to.
You caught me, Ken. That was a complete power move. I just want everybody to know that I'm in control of the sounds this time.
Jesus Christ!
So hold on to your butts. And let's start the show.
Oh my God. Hold on. I just want to say I love that like cueing the soundboard isn't any better even when you're in control.
Nobody is ever going to know because I'm going to fix it in post.
Great.
It definitely worked. We heard air horns.
Yes. Hey! Sorry, I totally skipped over that. What my prompt was, but hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. So hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests, but not this week.
No. This week, Ken was nice enough to humor me.
That's basically it, yeah. It's something I didn't attend at all, and CJ wanted to talk about. So,
yep.
Fuck it. Like, it doesn't matter anyway, so...
I'm glad you're on board.
Yeah.
That none of this matters. Yeah, we're going to be talking about my yearly pilgrimage to Riot Fest.
Riot Fest. Thank you.
Again, it'll be fixed in post, and it worked fine. The listeners are not... It worked completely perfectly.
Okay.
For those not aware, this is the best 3-day music festival. And even this year it was 4 days because they made up for one.
Whoa.
Known throughout the land. Something I think I've been going to since 2011.
Holy shit.
Was this my 10-year anniversary? Did I hit a decade?
Did you go every single year?
I think so.
Whoa.
I caught that bug, baby.
Did you get like a jacket or something?
I did get a jacket, yeah. That came with the VIP ticket.
That's not... Wow. Did you get a VIP ticket?
Maybe.
Whoa. So what'd you get out of that?
You get 5 drink tickets. And that's about it. No.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait.
You get access to... Yeah, this year was the first year that I upgraded to VIP.
Okay.
It's something I think Cousin Eric and I have been talking about for 3 years straight about whether or not we're going to do it. And this year we finally, on a whim at the festival, decided to upgrade. You get access to a separate area. You get air-conditioned bathrooms.
Ah, that's nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. And you get access to this other area that has lots of shade. Came in huge, handy this year. Was very welcomed. And they have like picnic tables, and there's more places to just like sit. Like there's real chairs and stuff.
Okay.
And you get like 2. You get 1 exclusive drinks area that's only VIP, and then access to like another one.
So it's basically like if you don't want heat stroke, you have to get the VIP ticket.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially this year. My God.
Yeah. How was the weather out there?
Well, funny you should ask. So while I was at the festival, I thought I'd try to fill Ken in on my experience. I called the Overtalking phone line and
I was
left
instructed
voicemails.
not to pick up.
Yes.
I did not pick up.
Well, also, we don't have it set up that way. So
we can't pick up.
We literally can't pick up unless I turn some setting on.
This is proof that it's safe to call in.
It is safe to call in.
We literally can't pick up.
So to fill Ken in, I left a bunch of voicemails throughout my time and just wanted to share my experience of the festival this year. Sound good?
Yes.
That was for the listeners. I'm waiting for the listeners to reply. Sound good? Okay, I expect all of you
I'm assuming
yelled
they did.
yes at
I
me.
don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to the first voicemail.
Okay.
Hey, Ken. CJ reporting in live at Riot Fest. I'm here, day 1, Friday. It's a balmy 90 degrees with not a cloud in the sky. So you know what that means. It's time to get fucked up!
You know me, Ken. Number 1 priority, getting fucked up.
How did you not get the rep air horn in the voicemail? I didn't understand.
Yeah, it's a different app. I couldn't switch back and forth between. Yeah, next year.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Okay, yeah. So we're starting off strong, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was not 90 degrees, not a single cloud in the sky the entire day. It was so hot.
When you started out that sentence, I thought you were going to say 90 degrees, not a single person was there. But
I was the only one that showed up. This is about it. I think we got there probably around like, I don't know, before 2, 1 o'clock, because we wanted to see somebody on that. Yeah, so like 1 o'clock, sun's just right directly above you, no real shade, unless you get access to the VIP area, which I had not yet.
Okay, so what day is this?
This is Friday.
Friday, which is actually day 2?
Technically day 2, but I'm going to say day 1 because I chose not to go on Thursday because there was only a handful of bands, and I was like, I'm lazy. I don't want to.
Okay. All right,
so
cool.
For our intents and purposes, day 1 is Friday.
Okay, so you're about to get fucked up. What are you going to drink? Where are you going?
Great question, Ken. What did I drink? I think it was a 312 Chicago's own Goose Island beer, which I probably hadn't had in like years, which was weird. It used to be my favorite beer.
Didn't they get like outsourced or something?
They got bought by Anheuser-Busch.
Okay.
The same people that own like Budweiser and all that.
So it's not really Chicago's own anymore, is it?
Well,
is it?
We will have to have Jim Plackey on for that part. He can talk all about the history of that. That's fair. More his territory. Yeah. Hi, Jim. He also was at Riot Fest. Didn't bump into him, though.
That's like the extent of my beer knowledge, so I kind of blew it on a non-Jim Plackey episode.
Very impressive that you even knew that much. Yeah. Your favorite beer being Bud Light.
My favorite beer being water.
Yep. Yeah, I guess these days.
Okay, cool. So then who'd you see the first day then?
All right, day 1 was Radkey, who I've seen a bunch. They very cool. They're these 3 brothers that were homeschooled. They just got off a tour with Foo Fighters. Which is cool, because back in my day, Ken, I remember seeing these guys at Cobra Lounge for like $12.
I was going to say, I know Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
So it's cool. All right.
Yeah, that kicked things off, and it was good to see them again. And you know what? I'm just going to jump into the second voicemail.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ken. Me again. Day 1 here. I have had a beer, which means I am wasted. And just wanted to talk about how I think punks kind of get a bad rap. People think they're like assholes and intimidating, and that's just not the case. And to even prove it, I think I can go.
So that's where the voicemail cuts out a bit. So just like any festival, you have 0 cell service pretty much the entire time. So basically what I was getting at is that I do genuinely believe that punks are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Anytime you get somebody falls down at shows, everybody, makes a circle, picks them back up. They're very nice and friendly. So what I'm getting at is that I wanted to prove that to you. So I was going to try to make a friend with a stranger. And so here's how that went.
Okay.
Right here. Hold on. Hey, excuse me. Will you be my friend? Get fucked! Okay.
So, first attempt, not too strong.
That's about in line with what I would have expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are your expectations? I feel like you probably have a different picture of like what going to a punk show entails.
I mean, I've been to a punk show, a few.
Which one?
I think baseball something. Hold on, help me out.
Modern baseball?
Modern baseball. Yeah.
I don't.
With you.
We must have been there for some other band. I don't really listen to those guys.
Yeah, we were there for Swimmers.
The Sidekicks? For who?
Swimmers. Do you remember
really?
Swimmers?
Yeah, where they don't have any that it's like SMWRS.
Right, no vowels.
Yeah.
Per the usual for a band name. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I don't know modern baseball at all. I just remember the name. But I knew Swimmers, and that's why I went.
Got it. What a weird lineup to have both those bands. That's interesting to me.
I may very well be wrong. I definitely went to see Swimmers.
Yeah. Because I think anyway. I know I've seen the Sidekicks with modern baseball, and you might have gone because of not that you listen to the Sidekicks, I don't think, but because of Meg and stuff. But
yeah. Well, I think I saw Sidekicks at Riot Fest actually. Because yes, listeners, I have been to Riot Fest one time.
Whoa! One time.
There were some. Riot Fest doesn't only play punk bands; they also play alternative bands too. And,
yeah, like Guar and
Yes, yeah.
Your alternative bands.
If you like getting liquids on you, this is the fest for you. Yeah, either semen or mud, it's gonna get on you at Riot Fest. Is my experience. I don't know about you, CJ. And we haven't gotten through all the voicemails yet,
hear.
so I'm sure. Yeah.
Which, by the way, to backtrack a little bit, we kind of I'll admit it, I was lazy. I wanted an easy episode to do. This was my pitch, and it's because we're about to start Spooky Month. So I'm sort of we're going to close out, this month with whatever episode before we launch into Horror Movie Month.
And this is also why I'm humoring him, because he has to sit through Spooky Month, and because I can probably leverage this to do something similar for when I do my Horror Fest later on. So stay tuned for that.
Can't wait.
But so getting back to your question, what do I envision a punk show?
Yeah.
Mosh pits.
Check.
Fists and bows.
I mean, not really.
I've witnessed it. I witnessed some bows being thrown.
Okay. Maybe some rambunctious people.
And then people like you with mohawks, usually dyed and spiked. Oh, and then what is it? Just egg whites to keep it up?
I think it's just Elmer's glue.
I think I saw that in a movie.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're fine.
They're fine. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. All right, next voicemail. Speaking of Spooky Month.
I've been thinking a lot about how next month is Spooky Month, and I don't think we should do it, right? We don't have to do it. I'm too scared. Let's not do it. I don't want to have nightmares. You got to make sure the guests are nice to me.
Yeah.
Okay? We're canceling it.
What?
Well, Ken, you heard it there. I think we're canceling it.
Okay. No, we're... First of all, we're doing this episode, so it's definitely happening. Look, everyone loves spooky months, and you get through it every year, and you're fine.
I don't know
it's
about
not
fine.
as bad
That's a
as you
strong
always
word.
make it out to be. And I usually have people on that you like anyway, so it's good. It'll be fine. Everyone's nice to you. They're all your friends. It'll be okay. I
Fine.
promise.
All right. We'll put a pin in that. We'll circle back to that. Don't worry. All right. So next voicemail.
Again, it's about 7:30 p.m. on Friday. Still waiting for Chicago's own Beach Bunny to come on, and
long
it
day.
is raining. So, anyway, call me back. Love you.
Okay, so couldn't have called you back because I was told not to listen to these.
There's clearly a miscommunication, Ken. I was waiting for your call. I thought we'd chat while I'm at the show. We could talk this through, but I resorted to leaving voicemails because you never picked up the phone.
Okay, did not get any direct calls. Rarely get any direct calls from you, just in general. So if you had called, I would have thought something's very wrong and would have picked up.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that would be. It would probably be. Yeah, something probably bad would have happened if I were to actually pick up the phone and call you.
You got semen on you or something at Riot Fest, and I don't know.
That's what I call a Saturday. That's the next day.
Oh, that's the next. We haven't gotten to it yet. Clearly, it's still early on in the fest.
Yeah, so it did start raining. We thought maybe the set was going to be postponed because we definitely saw lightning and stuff too.
Which band was this again?
Beach Bunny. They are from Chicago.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Beach Bunny.
Yeah, seen them a few times. They're a young bunch. I think. Oh, they just came out with a collab with Tegan and Sarah, which is pretty cool.
Oh, sweet.
Collabed on a song together. Yeah. But luckily, the area where we were, there were the only part of the park where there's lots of trees. And so we just moved under the trees and we barely felt the rain at all. And we were texting the other friends that we were with who were at a different stage and they were soaked.
Oh,
and we were fine. So we're glad we stayed there because we were like, well, what do we do? Are they going to cancel it? Or should we start walking towards the car? But glad we waited it out. And then we headed over and caught Lupe Fiasco. And then it started to rain again.
Okay.
But it was fine.
Damn.
Chicago's own Lupe Fiasco again.
Sweet.
2 back-to-back Chicago acts. And that about rounds out Friday. I did want to bring up, however, that throughout the entire festival, we had a primo setup. I had one of my friends was nice enough to drive, and we got a parking spot about 2 blocks away from the festival at this tiny church.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Made everything so great. And the thing about this church is that at the end of each night, they set up food stands and would sell you a styrofoam takeaway container full of delicious food for $10.
Sweet. Like what kind of food?
Yeah, they had like 4 different kinds of mastacholi.
Sweet.
Yeah, right? Post-festival, after like a long
pasta?
day.
That's really smart.
Yeah. I just finished my leftovers today. They gave me so much. I got the jerk chicken masticholi. It was delicious.
Wow.
And they also had like tacos and nachos and stuff. I was like, this is amazing. Maybe organized religion isn't so bad after all.
So it was
Just kidding. Hail Satan.
were they charging for this or was it free?
The parking was, yeah, they did charge, which they did not tell us ahead of time. It was kind of this weird thing where my friend had found out about this on Thursday, and they were like, oh, yeah, you can park here tomorrow. And then as we were kind of like walking towards the festival, talking to somebody, then it was like, oh, it's $30. Got it. You didn't mention that at all the day before or anything like that. Which
But I'm
happy to pay.
I meant more like the food.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they charged $10.
Okay.
But you got like, it felt like 5 pounds of masticholi.
Dang.
It was so much food.
Well, that's still a good deal.
Oh, absolutely. And at the end of the day,
that much food, you had leftovers.
we were starving, and we were like, yeah, you could have put anything in front of us, and we were gonna like inhale it. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
It was amazing.
I bet they made bank.
Yeah, exactly. Like so smart of them. They even had T-shirts that said "Riot Girl," where it's like GRRRL. I was like, they clearly know what they're doing, and I commend them for that. Smart move.
Nice.
So that about rounds out day 1.
Okay.
So let's jump into day 2. Here we go.
Tennis Day 2, Saturday. You know what I said about spoopy months? I've had a night to sleep on it. Life is short. I should expand my horizons. So we should do it. I'm back on board. We can do it.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good because I've already booked guests for.
Yeah, and maybe I've already watched the movie for next week. So.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, no, I had a night to sleep on it. As I said, I was pretty wasted that first day, so maybe that was clouding my judgment a little bit. I just needed to sleep it off and get some masticholi in me.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Good. I'm glad you've come around. Still, you're smiling and like chuckling to yourself. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like more is to come, but I'm going to assume the best right now.
Yeah, who's to say? Should we listen to another voicemail?
Fuck.
So, a thing I love about Riot Fest is that I usually bump into friends, sometimes randomly, sometimes planned, and here's a little special guest.
Ooh.
Hey, Ken, here on day 2 at Riot Fest, just wandering around, and guess who I ran into?
Who?
What am I doing? I'm leaving a message?
Yeah.
That's
For who,
Danny.
for Ken?
Yeah.
Wait for Pete. Listen, if he doesn't fucking play this shit, all right, if I don't, no, I'll take it a step further. If I don't get on the fucking podcast in Halloween to do my horror movie whatever bit and scare the shit out of you, I swear to God, I'll make sure his D&D character dies.
Oh, yeah.
There's no beat. Oh, is it recording? Hey, Ken! This is Danny from Double Murder Podcast. Just ran into CJ here at Riot Fest. Yeah, out in Chicago, Illinois. #1 alternative music fest in the Midwestern area. Anyways, hope you are well, and talk to you soon. All right, bye. Fuck, dude. Fuck, tell me.
See, even he said alternative music festival, like Guar, you got bands like that.
Right.
They're alternative
Exactly.
bands.
Yeah. Okay, so a little background. Yeah, Danny and I play D&D together outside of the show. We play D&D. And there's no fucking way his character could beat mine. In a one-on-one battle, I am a level 16 sorcerer, and I will beat his monk ass up and down Main Street.
Wow.
And, yeah, so, Danny, fight me. Bring it on.
Shots fired.
Yeah. But also, fans of Danny or the Double Murder Podcast, stick around in October because he might make an appearance. I don't know. We'll see.
Big wink.
Big wink. He literally asked, apparently, before other conversations were had. So cool.
Yeah, it was fun running into him, and he
Yeah, that's
also
cool.
had the VIP hookup, so we chilled in the shade.
Nice.
And in case anybody is wondering what it's like to be friends with me out there, him, Cousin Eric, and I probably had a 20-minute conversation on the differences between a sketch and a skit. So that's what hanging out with me is like.
Okay. Wow.
And no, I'm not going to go into it right now.
Yeah, I have opinions, but maybe for later.
A skit is worse. A skit is demeaning. If you call something like, "Oh, I liked your little skit," like you're like,
yeah, it's like less prepared, right?
Yeah. Danny even came up with the perfect example. He was like, it's like you're in class in high school and the teacher tells you to do a group activity that you then have to like perform a little skit to explain something. You have like 10 minutes to prepare. That's a skit.
It's like something you don't really want to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the sketch is actually thought about and written ahead of time
like
and
effort
prepared.
put into that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, you get it.
Okay.
These
I
knuckleheads
get
I was trying to explain.
Oh, is Danny on another page or something?
It's a long, I don't know. And it could have been the bevies involved that were maybe clouding everybody's.
Okay.
Yeah. Next voicemail.
Okay.
Hey Ken, I thought I'd share some things I've seen around the festival. Riot Fest tends to bring out an eclectic group of people, if you will. So I thought I'd just share some of the things I've seen. We've got
You sound really
a woman
tired.
wearing a hat that said, "Make America Feminist" for once, which I thought was great.
Okay. That's good.
But I know you usually have a problem with anytime I say things like, men suck or smash the patriarchy. You're kind of like, well, hold on a second. The patriarchy has done a lot of good for a lot of people, which I don't really agree with, and I think it's a weird thing for you to say. But anyways, I saw another person wearing a shirt that said, "Wrestling is real, God is fake." So that was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen jacked David Letterman.
Quite a wide array of people.
So clearly you're like smashed out of your mind at this point, right? Like,
You know me, Ken. Number one priority, getting fucked up.
yeah, clearly you're so drunk. But let's talk about all the good that men have done for women.
Let's not. Next voicemail.
Just kidding.
Just kidding, guys. It's all right.
Very much so.
Yeah, I love spotting people. Riot Fest is like the number one place you get, like, I get commented on if I'm wearing something. It's just a simple, like, nice shirt. If you're wearing a band shirt, a lot of people commenting on each other's tattoos, digging that sort of thing. So it's a friendly bunch, and you often get to see a lot of fun stuff.
Cool.
All right, so that's about it for day 2.
Okay.
So let's play the last one here.
All right.
All right, Ken, it's day 3. I've had another night to sleep on it. Been thinking about Spoopy Month. And you know what? Spoopy Month, more like Poopy Month. For all the shitty movies I'm going to have to watch. We're not doing it. I changed my mind. It's canceled.
Okay. Well, it sounds like at this point you're also going to have to fight Danny to try to get this to not happen.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So should have thought it through.
Well, Ken, I've had another night to sleep on it.
Okay.
And, I think we should do it. You have my permission. You're allowed to do it.
Wow, fucking great. Wow, I was so fucking going to not do it before this, but now that I have your fucking permission, I guess I can do it now. Wow.
You're welcome. That's all I needed to hear. Yeah.
Hey, CJ, fuck you.
And so there it is, my Riot Fest experience.
So that was your only voicemail the last day?
Yeah, I didn't go the last day.
Oh, okay. So it was just 2 days.
It was 2 days. This is probably I can't remember the last time I've not gone all 3 days. I did not sleep well both nights. Had nothing to do with drinking. I had 1 beer on Friday and I think 2 all day Saturday. I just am bad at sleep. And so Sunday, it was 2 p.m. and I still felt like I was half asleep. I could not bring myself to wake up.
You could tell, like,
Yes.
those voicemails.
Yeah, exactly.
You did not sound okay.
Exactly. That was my state of being. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to listen to my body. I'm going to take it easy today. And so I did not go.
Good call. I was going to give you shit for not getting the full money out of your VIP ticket, but it sounds like you probably made the right call.
Yeah, I think I still made the right call, and I used the VIP a lot on Saturday. Good. Yeah, it was very helpful.
Cool.
But yeah, I already have my tickets for 2022.
Whoa.
Don't know who's playing. They've only announced 2 bands.
Do you know the bands? Those bands?
Yes, I believe it's My Chemical Romance and a Misfits reunion.
Oh,
so,
shit. Those are actually big bands. Okay.
They're pretty big bands. I personally have no interest in seeing either of them.
Oh, I wouldn't either, but it's still interesting.
Yeah. Well, it feels like the Misfits are there every 2 years, something like that. Like, it always seems to be a big deal when they reunite, but it seems like they're reuniting like every year. So I don't get what the big deal is, but never got into them. So it's not for me.
Okay.
So will you be going though next year, you think?
Probably not.
Oh, almost had
Probably not.
What was your favorite part of your one experience? Do you remember what bands you saw? I can name the big one.
There was like a lot of these bands I was into at the time, and I haven't listened to in a while, and I don't even remember their names. One was like some bicycle club. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
You know that band, right?
Yeah, I do actually know which one you're talking about.
Bombay Bicycle Club. Anyway, I saw them.
They're good.
I liked them. I still do. I just haven't listened to them forever.
Do you remember the headliner?
No.
Blink-182.
Blink-182.
You saw Blink-182.
Yeah, I just remembered right before you said it. Yeah, Blink-182. Everyone rushed the stage, and it was pretty scary. But,
yeah, we were pretty far back.
Yeah.
Because we're like, fuck that.
I think I tried to work up closer, but it was still cool. That's it. Do you remember anything else from that year? I don't.
I only remember the Blink-182 experience and how I had a pretty terrible time because of the people around me. If I recall correctly, the person behind me had lifted a woman onto his shoulders, but her feet kept kicking my back basically, and because they were like kind of dancing around, and I kept turning around to be like, "Can you not kick me like in your foot?" And they just kind of like ignored me or shrugged it off or whatever. And then another memory I have is that a bunch of dudes were trying to get closer to the stage, but just kind of like shoving people out of the way, not going like, "Excuse me," and, you know, politely weaving their way like a normal person would. And so I remember kind of getting shoved by them walking by. So I just shoved the guy a good 10 feet and he like stumbled. That was fun for me. I think I was helping him. He wanted to get closer to the stage, so I helped him.
There. Yeah, he got up
Fucking
there.
dickhead.
Yeah, I remember not having the best experience either, although I was pretty excited to see Blink-182, but
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't great.
Yep.
Anyway, no, I won't be going next year. I will be staying home, listening to music safely within my room.
All right. Promote next week. What are we kicking off?
Yes, I was going to say, we actually know what our lineup is this year for Spooky Month, so we're going to try our best to let you know each week what movie to watch, so you're prepared for the next one. So, kicking off Spooky Month, we have returning guest Carissa, and we are watching Midnight Meat Train.
Which we'll talk about in the episode, but I think this is an over-talking first. I have seen this movie, and you had not.
I had not, no. I don't know why. But yeah, we watched it, and we'll be talking about that next week. It's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. So go check it out. It's worth a watch is all I'll say right now. So kick off Spooky Month Riot with Midnight Meat Train. And join us next week to keep celebrating. Yeah! Spooky Month! Woo! Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. If you want to leave us a voicemail like I did, which, by the way, I forgot about this part. Had to make a note of this. I don't know if you know this, Ken, but I am the voicemail message. So every time I left a message, I had to hear my own dumb voice talking back to me.
I have not called in. What do you say on it?
You'll have to call in and find out.
Okay, great.
Email us overtalkingpod@gmail.com. Go to our website, overtalkingpod.party.
All right. Oh, no, they're here. They heard it's Spooky Month is kicking off, so the Overtalking Overlords had to show up.
You know they're all about
that. Of course. They're all about that. They usually show up at the end of every episode to remind me to remind you. If you like the show, please go on iTunes and rate and special review. Reviews are what help people find it at this podcast. Also, we spend any money in advertising, so if you like the show, please tell a friend and spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was edited and produced by Ken and CJ. Music by Justin Peters. Logo by Nate Richards. Check out Nate's work on Instagram at Nate Richards Designs.